What's up, YouTube? It's Edge Obsessed here. It's been a while. Some of you who watch my channel might have wondered why I took such a long hiatus. It's been probably around a month since I made a full video. I've dropped a couple shorts here and there in the last month or so, but I've been super busy. Had a bunch of medical issues, and I bought a house. So my videos will definitely improve in the next month or so when I finally move in and have like a real space to do this. I don't think I've ever shown you guys where I do this, but this was a garage that was converted into like a laundry room / workshop by my landlord. I mean, this is the desk I do my videos at. It's just an old wooden desk. There's just a bunch of nonsense around here. Here's why a lot of my videos have a lot of noise in the background, because there's a washing machine and a dryer. There's a shop back here, but that's not really my space. Either way, because of the house and the medical issues and all this and that I'm not going to fully get into, I really haven't had the money to keep buying knives. And anyone who watches these videos but like doesn't have a large knife collection or whatever, you might not really have any clue how much it really costs. Unless you're a big YouTuber who has companies sending them stuff for free to review and things of that nature. But it's not cheap. And my crazy addictive personality has allowed me to fund the majority of this. But I really have to quell this for the time being. Until things are a little bit more normal financially and I have a little bit more disposable income. I mean, it'll help when I get monetized, but I don't foresee making a ton of money off my YouTube channel. But either way, I mean, I'm gonna get back on track, and I'll start buying knives again, reviewing things, and I have a lot of big plans for future videos and different directions to take this channel in. The biggest part about that is getting my own space. So the house is going to totally change that. I'm going to have a 2-car garage that I can do whatever I want with, and it's probably half of that is going to end up being a shop. I have a full basement. It's unfinished, but I plan on creating a space down there to do some things to do with this channel. Anyway, there's a lot of up and coming things. However, needless to say, this video is not about this Demco AD10 20.5, though this is an amazing knife and I modified the crap out of it. It's about what's in this bag. Now, anyone who watches knife videos and loves knives, folding knives specifically, has seen this knife. But this is a knife I've been avoiding buying for quite a while. Because I wasn't a big fan of the scales on the knife. There was nothing really like super unique about it. It's an old knife. It's been around for a long time. You guys are going to know exactly what it is. You might be able to tell already. Yeah. Hold on one sec. I got this from S&R Knives, as many of my other knives. And they always package it like this. It's the Cold Steel AD10. So why did I buy this knife if I wasn't super interested in it? I bought this knife because I finally found out that you could get third-party scales. Original Goat makes titanium and aluminum scales for this knife. Now, because money is tight and the AD10 is not a cheap knife anyway, I opted out from the titanium scales and went with the aluminum because the aluminum, and Americans that are listening understand I'm talking in Canadian dollars. The titanium scales were like almost $300 and the aluminum scales were just over 100. So I went with the aluminum. This AD 20.5, these scales are from Original Goat and they're aluminum and I love them. They're very nice. They're just light. They're just lighter than titanium. But they are wonderful. They are wonderful nonetheless. Anyway, this knife is a great knife. It's the triad lock. I don't have any cold steel folding knives. This is my first one. This is known to be the strongest lock, except for the shark lock on the AD10, the AD20 and the AD20.5. Both Demco designs, and oh, I guess it's a pocket clip, so I assume that's the left-handed one. It won't be needing that. Oh my goodness. This knife is big. Holy crap. Oh, she's tight. She's gonna need some lube. Wow. This is right up my alley. Anyone who watches my videos knows that I like big knives. I much prefer a knife over 3 inches to a knife under. This is a big knife, guys. And my goodness, does it feel better in my hand than I thought it would. The G10 scales are actually really nice. Okay. Oh, I've never even touched one of these knives. This back lock, the triad lock, is extremely tight. So I don't know if I can loosen that at all. I sure hope I can, because otherwise this is basically a two-handed knife. Oh. Yeah, she's not dropped shut yet, but obviously, my friends, there's going to be a second video on this knife, and that'll be when I change the scales. Right now, I've actually packed up. These totes are pretty much full of knives, machetes, all my fixed blades, well, almost all my fixed blades. And there's more boxes here to pack more stuff later. But the second I get the aluminum scales from Original Goat, I'll be doing a video on that, switching them out. But honestly, man, if I don't like those scales, I don't think I'm gonna have any problem switching right back to these G10 scales. They're very nice. I'm very pleased with this knife. This is definitely gonna get some pocket time. I'll tell you this much. What was Cold Steel and Andrew Demco thinking when they decided to use this pocket clip? This is worse than standard Spyderco pocket clips. This is just hideous. I did order another one, but there is a little bit about the one that I ordered. I ordered it off Etsy. I don't remember who the actual manufacturer is, but it was just some random Etsy store. But it was a nice clip, and stupidly though, I move on November 20th, and I just checked what the estimated delivery time of the pocket clip, and it was December 20th or something like that. So I'm gonna have to stay on track of checking the mail here at my current address, to make sure I get that. And I'm hoping that the scales get here before I move as well. But either way, needless to say, I will get them. I will make another video and you will see that. I don't have a tape measure or anything out here anyway, or do I? Oh, I do have some tools out here still. Not seeing the tape measure though, so I can't really tell you the length of stuff. Yeah, I don't really have anything. I can tell you that this is S35 VN steel, and I believe the blade is nearly 4 inches. I'm pretty sure it's like 3.75 or something like that. This is a big knife, my friends. It also weighs quite a bit. We'll probably, oh, okay, yeah. So using this back lock, I suppose it's designed to be a two-handed thing so that you don't cut yourself. But everyone else I watch, they just hold the knife sort of like on an angle and press it so that the blade slightly closes. And then with some lube, it should just be a fall shut blade. But guys, this knife is definitely worth the money, except for this hideous pocket clip. But the blade itself is just a classic, I don't know, is this a slicer, a drop point? I think it's a drop point. I don't know, people seem to argue about knife or blade shapes. Not a big deal, but this is a big blade. This is just the ergonomics of this handle are just so very solid. This is a fantastic knife. I have a few other cold steel knives, but they're fixed blades. I've got a kukri machete. It's actually in one of the totes behind me, but I'm not gonna open that stuff up. I cannot wait to move, and anything I pack is staying packed. But this knife is fantastic. I wonder if I have a couple drivers here with bits in them. I'm wondering if they're the right sizes. What is this, a T8? This is a T10, guys. I'm pretty sure the pivot's a T10. Maybe if I loosen it just a little, we can get some better action on this thing. It's not much better. Okay, it is a captive pivot, so that's very nice. Did it come centered? It's a little off, but that could be because I just loosened the pivot. But guys, yeah. First impressions, I cannot say enough good things about this knife. This was definitely worth the buy. There's a few other cold steel folding knives that I am interested in them. The AD10, I really like the idea of that knife, but those of you that know that knife, it works with what's called a scorpion lock. It's this piece at the back. You can check out reviews of that knife. I have held it and played with it, and I'm not a fan of the way that it works. I almost want to grab one just to add to the collection, but they're not cheap. So what was the other one? There's another really cool cold steel folding knife, but it's escaping my memory right now. But guys, stay tuned for the modifications on this knife, but go check it out, man. This is a fantastic folding knife. And Demco design, again, triad lock. This is the strongest locking knife. This is a hard use knife. This is not on bearings. This is on washers. This knife is meant to be abused. And it's nice to have a beater knife with a fantastic knife steel, being S35VN. Can we make that focus here? Yeah, there you go. And this is made in Taiwan, guys, which is why it's more expensive. This is not a Chinese knife. So yeah, guys, go out, check out the Cold Steel AD10. It's a fantastic knife. Check out Original Goat, and check out their scales. You can sort it by manufacturer, I believe, so you can see what they have for Spyderco, Demco, Cold Steel. I forget a couple others. They don't do everything, but they definitely, the things that they do, their machining. When you pick up something made by Original Goat, on the inside of this, when you look at the milling and the precision machining that they're capable of, the scales for the AD10 that I have on order, they are contoured, textured aluminum scales. Guys, they're either on par with Flytanium in terms of machining, or they have far surpassed them. I'm willing to say that they're more accurate, more precision than Flytanium. Not to shoot down Flytanium in any way. I have a lot of knives with Flytanium gear on them, and I fully support those guys, and they do an amazing job. But Original Goat has just the stuff. I have these aluminum scales for this AD20.5. I have a different AD20.5 with the clip point blade, with a different set of aluminum scales from those guys. And I have another knife with something from Original Goat. Oh my, no, that was another company. It escapes me right now. I forget what else I have by them, but they are fantastic. And I big shout outs to Original Goat. Anyway, guys, that's my first impressions of the AD10. This is a fantastic knife, and I suggest you get your hands on it and let me know what you think. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Edge Obsessed out. Take care.